Hi, my name is Paul Seal from CodeShare.co.uk. Welcome to this video where I want to show you a bit more about QuickBlocks. I've released a new version of it as a alpha release, so you can download it now using NuGet and you can try it out. What I want to do in this video is show you how I'm going to use it to generate what is here an HTML site. I got this from Pixelarity. It's a licensed one, but it's just a demonstration of turning this into an Umbraco site using the block list. So, right, what I wanted to do is just want to show you that in my QuickBlocks demo, I've got the original HTML here, so I double click that and that's what this is. So the site looks like this in its original form, and I want to take it from this original form, add some data attributes to it, and then run it through QuickBlocks. So that's in that folder there. I'm going to go on to the README here for QuickBlocks. So that's github.com/prjseal/QuickBlocks. And in here there's some script that you can put into your terminal to install Umbraco and with the QuickBlocks latest pre-release version. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go to my folder, open in terminal, paste that in. This is going to install Umbraco 11 and it's going to do it with the silent install or whatever you call it. So we're going to have a user admin, so it's going to be login with admin example and password 12345678990. So we'll just let that run. And it's also adding the package as well for us. QuickBlocks there. So it's adding the package and it's creating the database and all of that using SQLite. So now the site's ready. So this is an empty Umbraco installation. Knows nothing about this at the moment. So empty site, nothing there, and not even anything to run through QuickBlocks at this point either. So if we go to the original HTML, so maybe you've been provided this by the front-end developer, or you are a front-end developer, or maybe you've downloaded a theme. Like with this case, I've downloaded a theme. I want to take these files from this theme and then first of all go into the W root of the Umbraco project, paste them into here, into the W root, because this is where it can be served. And if I now, because those files are in that W root, the static files, I can go to index.html and enter, and there you go. Those static files are being served out on the Umbraco site, but again, it's still just static files. What I want to do is take this file, remove it from here, and put it a level up into my project. So now if I refresh this, is a dead page, there's nothing there. So just to show that there's nothing there, nothing in my hands as it were. Now what I want to do is I want to open this, I want to open this folder in Visual Studio Code. I want to say yes, I trust the authors, and then I'm just going to go into this HTML file and I'm just going to follow him from the example in the documentation and an example I've prepared on my left hand side. Just get the data attributes and add them in the right places to be able to do this. So first thing we want to do then is just have a look at the documentation. So data attributes. So here I've got data content type is homepage. So in this current version of QuickBlocks, you set it up like you say you want your homepage and you add some properties to it, and one of those could be a block list. So that's what I'm going to do here, and to do that I'm going to wrap them. I've already had a look at this, and the rows in my HTML here, now they could do with being inside a div, an outer div that I can wrap these sections in. So I'm going to do that first of all. I'm going to put a div, and this is good if it's a front-end developer. They will think about the impact of their HTML on the Umbraco developer, whoever's implementing their HTML. So I'm going to wrap this in a div. I think I've put it in the right place. What I can do is I can just close these and just see if it all lines up. So yeah, I've got that. I think I've got that lining up okay. Yeah, there's my closing div. So now I've done that, let's have a look at what attributes I put in there. So I said it's a home page, the data prop name, so that's the name of the property, is main content. And the property type, I want to use block list main content, and the list name is main content. So when it creates the list, it will create it using that name and it will prefix it with that. But I'm also telling it to use this at this point. So that's the first step. So then I want to start breaking these down. So this is a banner. So I want to do data row name equals banner. So I'm going to call this a banner. In this then, what do I have? I have a link and it's got an image inside it. So what do I want to do with that? So I'm going to say, right, I'm going to put in here data prop name equals image link, because there's another link down here, that's a button link. And then the image, I'll just say data prop name equals image. I can call it whatever I want, but I'm just saying image, it's just clean. In this data prop name, I don't want it to replace the inside of the A attribute. By default, what it will do is it will put the name inside it. But because we've got an image inside the A, what we want to do is we just want to add an attribute and say data replace inner equals false. So that will make sure that it won't replace the inner of that. Then let's move on to the H2. So we've got data prop name equals, I'm just going to put title, and then we have a span, and I'm going to do data prop name equals intro, and then we've got the other link here, and I'll just do data prop name equals button link. Save that. So that will create our banner row. What we can do at this point, if we want to, we can go into Umbraco. We can go to the settings section and we can tell it to look at index.html, because that is the file that we're editing there. We can tell it to look at that, but I'm just going to click on report. So that will, this is saying, right, it's going to create a home page. It's going to have a main content property on it. This is the HTML being used for this. And if you scroll past that, it's saying it's got a block list called main content, and it's got a banner row. It's going to have these properties on it. And this is the HTML for the home page, and so on. So that's good. So we can see that it's picking it up. So if I come back to this, let's move on to the featured row. So in the featured row, we want to just set up the title. So we'll do data prop name equals title. Then we want to do data prop name equals subtitle, or whatever we want to call that. Then inside this, we've got a paragraph. So we'll do data prop name equals description maybe. And this one will create the property as a rich text for us. Now you might have a specific rich text editor that you want to use, and you might have your own custom configuration of a rich text, and you can just do data prop type and tell it what name of a data type to use. But we're just going to let it use a default one here, and then I'll do data prop name equals link. So within this, we need to tell it to be a row as well. So data row name equals, and then we'll call this features. Oh, I've done this wrong. So this is actually one of the items within the row. So that's data item name feature item. What we need to do here is this featured section at the top. This is the row. So we'll do data row name equals featured, yeah, just call it a featured row. And by convention, I get it to append the word row on the end of the names and things like that. And I'll try and configure it so we don't need to do that. And then on this bit, I'm just going to copy these over just to make it quicker. So if we look, data sublist name, feature list, features, block list, blah, blah, blah. So this featured row is made up of several items inside it. And so what we can do now, because we've got that first one there set up with the template as such, we don't need the others. So we can just remove the others because they're just repetition, and they'd actually get included in the row HTML if we left them there, so we can delete those. And then let's move on to this one. So this one that is called main here, we'll just call this portfolio row. So data row name equals portfolio. And then what we want to do is want to put in data prop name. Again, we've got a title here. Again, we've got a subtitle. And then after this, we've got this row. So we want to create a sublist at this point. I'm just going to copy these in here. So the sublist name is portfolio list, portfolio items, block list, portfolio list, and then I want to say list inline false, but you can say true if you want. And next I want to do, this is my data item name, and I'll call it portfolio item. Here I've got an image, so let's have a guess what I'm going to call it. Data prop name equals image. Here I've got an H3, so let's do data prop name. Oh, I've messed up there, let me do that again. Equals image. Title. What am I doing? On the H3 I'm calling it title. Span class details, data prop name details. Yeah, and then I'll do data prop name equals link. So we're nearly there, bear with me. So then we can just delete the other repeating sections after it. And then what they called the portfolio looked more like a team row to me. So I'm just going to call this data, and if you want to just have a look back, did we have it? I think I can show it you. So if we go back here, yeah, so that was our first one, the banner row. That was our next one, which was the featured row. That was the portfolio row, and then this is the one we're creating now, which is the team row. So if we go back into here, so I'll do data row name equals team, and then I've got a property on this row, so data prop name equals title, but again it could be called whatever you wanted it to. And then we've got the sublist that we want to create. Now, because they don't have anything wrapping these items, I'm just going to create a div around it. I'm just going to copy this one, and then at the bottom of it, at the bottom I'm just going to put the closing div, and I'm going to delete the repeating elements after it. Let's have a look. Where does that match up to? Oh. I think I'm okay. I don't know if I've messed up. It looks all right. Yeah. So now let's just decorate this with the relevant attributes. So I've got my sublist people list, and then in there I've got a data item. So this row is a data item. Data item name equals person item. And then I want to say we've got a name. So data prop name. And now you can't give the name in Umbraco. So we're just going to say person name. And then in here I'm going to do job title. So data prop name equals job title. And then here, what I'd like to do is make it better at looping through and creating these. But for now, I'm just, for each of these links, I'm just going to create a specific one. So like Facebook link, etc. So data prop name equals Facebook link. I'm going to copy that. And just update that, so that will be Twitter and that will be LinkedIn. But ideally I would have it so it can loop through these. The only problem is that they've got the outer LI, so I've not worked on QuickBlocks to be able to do that yet, but we can get to that another time. So then it's got mobile at different breakpoints, I think. Oh no, it's got the image as well. So we'll do data prop name image, and there's a link. There's a link around this image. So we'll do data prop name equals image link, and because we don't want to replace that as well, do data replace inner equals false. And then what have we got here? We've got a biography, so I'll do data prop name biography. And that's it. I think I've done it all. So the only thing left to do now is just to put things like the footer and the nav inside a partial. So I'll do data partial name equals footer. And I'll come up to the top here, and where we've got the nav up at the top, I think, yeah, on the ID of header, I'll do data partial name equals, is it header? Yeah, that'll do. So that should be it now. I should have done everything that I need to do to slice this up, create my block list for me. And all I've had to do is just put my attributes on it. And then this is going to now follow the conventions from QuickBlocks to create this for us in Umbraco. So again, I think what I've done is, when I did the report, it's actually gone and created a load of things. This folder structure, so it could be a flaw, it might break things, but I think it will check to see if they're already there, and if they're already there it won't recreate them, but we'll see. If it breaks, I'll stop the video and do this bit separately to get back here again, so I won't do the report first. But anyway, let's see what happens. So I'll click on submit. So I'll put in the name of the file that I want to pull through, click on submit. And hopefully we won't get an error message and we'll get a success message, but we'll see. Right, it's been done successfully, it says. So can I create a home page? Yep, I can. Home. Can I create content? Oh, I've got a banner. Image link, okay, so somewhere, I don't know where it wants to go. That's great. Yeah, so image link, What's the image? Let's upload an image. Oh, I don't know. What shall I upload? I'll go to the test site. Oh, I know. I'll go to one of these. Now I'm on the spot, aren't I? Oh, I know. I'll go to my demo venue. I've got some images. Have I got some in here? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, she'll do. So title, QuickBlocks. Intro to QuickBlocks. Button link, whatever. Submit that, create. We could save and publish this and see what the page looks like. So there we go. That's the banner. It's created it for us. It's put the editable content in there. So let's go ahead and create some more of the items underneath it. So featured row, feature item. So feature one, I don't know, something interesting. Hello, this is Paul from Clarkswell. This is a description of it. Let's put a link on that. Blah de blah. Test. Create. I'm just going to copy this because no one wants to see me just filling out content. You've already had to watch me add all those data attributes. And then we've got a portfolio row. Portfolio. This is my best work. And it's created it so you can add the items. Remember, this was all from data attributes. There was nothing already there. Let's see. There we go. That'll do. Select that. And so, best work. Something really good. I don't know, link one. Link. Whatever. I struggle to think of things. I'm going to copy that, paste it in. Maybe next. Remove the image. Upload something else. That'll do. Final work. You get the idea. I mean, all this setup's actually been done now. We're just making it look a bit pretty. Create that. And then finally do the team row. Team Carol boss, and we've got the Facebook link. Yeah, whatever. Twitter, LinkedIn. So that could be better. I'm not saying that's perfect. And then image link. Submit that. Create. Let's copy this person. Paste it. Paste it. Did I pick an image? Oh, I forgot to pick an image and put a bio. So we'll pick Kendall on that one. Something about Kendall. on this one, we'll see if we can upload another image. There we are, we've got Mark. And this one, we'll add another image. Don't know if that'll work. It might not work with a non-square image. It all depends on the way the site's been built, I think. Oh well, we'll see. We'll soon find out. Something about the person in yellow. Submit that. Create, save and publish. Right, so we've got those 4 rows. Let's reload. Something interesting, yeah. Oh, so messed up. Now it looks like I've messed up, but I've not. Yeah. So one thing that I've noticed is that Umbraco does this thing with the block grid. So if you go to partial views, block list, sorry, default, it adds this. And we don't want that div. So if we save that and now refresh it, it looks a lot better. Don't know what's going on with these links. But you get the idea. It's made it editable. It's given you a head start, and you can go in and, you know, fix things. Like with this, you might want to use a crop for the image. It's just what it's done is it's done the actual CMS side for you, and it's put things into partials for you so you can edit those and tweak them and make them right. You know, it's got all the components built out for you so you can sort those out. Like I said, person item row. Oh, what's wrong with that? You get the idea. So maybe we want to, on the banner row, we might want to make the image look a bit smaller. And we can do that. I think we can do like get crop URL and then do, I don't know, 200 or 100. That might not be right, I can't remember. There we go, makes that one a bit smaller. We can basically, it gives you a bit of a head start and then you can tweak it from there. So yeah, I just thought you might find it a bit interesting to see me using QuickBlocks now that the package has been released as an alpha release. I appreciate it if you could test it and give me feedback. And thank you to Mario and Lottie have already contributed to the project as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please click on like, subscribe to my channel. Sometimes people want to say thanks by buying me a coffee. You don't have to, but if you do, it's codeshare.co.uk/coffee, and there's a PayPal thing or something like that if you wanted to, but there's no obligation. I enjoy doing it anyway, and I'll do the videos anyway. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye.